welcome to my YouTube channel. We here at Mountain right here. We walking on this trail until we get to the first of four sites here. About 170 or 150 to 170 years ago, around there. And a center you probably read that. Olivia or Dan?
Read it all?
Yeah.
On November 16th, 1859, 17-year-old James H. Barry witnessed an event that he would never forget. He saw 15 children return to relatives and friends in Carrollton, Arkansas. Those children were survivors of the Meadow massacre. They were escorted by a group of their relatives led by Arkansas Senator William C. Mitchell. Two other children would return in January 1860. On February 11th, 1907, James H. Barry stood before the United States Senate in Washington, D.C. By that time, he was a senator himself, and he had also served as governor of Arkansas. He was a veteran of military battles, including one in which he had lost his leg. His fellow senators listened as he
What the YouTube channel?
His fellow senators listened as he shared his personal connection to the victims of the Mountain Meadows massacre. In 1857, I lived in the county of Carroll, in the state of Arkansas. In the spring of that year, there left that country and two adjoining countries between 140 and 150, including men, women, and children.
Until women get done reading.
Yeah, immigrants.
Immigrants for California. That's where to explain that. They consisted of the best citizens in that country. It was a large train. It excited large interest throughout the section of the country from which they went. They had about 600 head of cattle, several mule teams, a number of wagons, and each head of a family had more or less money. Late in the fall or the early winter, the news came back that the train had been assaulted far out west and every soul had perished. Later on, there came news that some of the children, how many we did not know at that time, were saved, and that they were in the hands of the Mormons in Utah. Our senators and representatives here called upon the Interior Department. An agent was sent there by Commissioner of Indian Affairs. He gathered those children together who had been preserved from the massacre. I was a boy, 17 years old on that day, when they were brought to the village courthouse. I saw them as they were lined up on the benches, and Senator Mitchell told the people whose children they were, at least whose he thought they were. One little girl, I distinctly remember, had an arm broken by a gunshot wound. It had not untied, and the arm hung dangling by her side. I have seen much of life since that day. I have seen more along the lines of the border states in all its horrors, but no scene in my life was ever so impressed upon my mind as that which I saw there that day, presented by those little children, their fathers, mothers, brothers, and sisters dead on the far-off plains of Utah, and they absolutely without means. Jeez, that was rough and difficult. Alright, should we move on?
Yeah.
No.
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah. I'm in.
Hey, then, now.
Welcome to our YouTube channels. We here at Mountain here.
Alright, you guys want me to read it?
Yeah.
In 1859, Mayor James H. Charlton interviewed Miss Rachel Hamlin, who lived a few miles north of Massacre Field. Major Charlton carefully recorded her account of the surviving children, who were brought to her home on September 11, 1857, after witnessing the murder of their parents. At length, between sundown and dark the last day, I heard a firing greater than before and more distinct. This is the time when the last of them were killed. In about an hour, a wagon drove up to our house containing 17 children in it, and most of them crying. One, a girl about 1 year old, had been shot through the arm, and another girl about 4 years old had been wounded in the ear. Their clothes were bloody. The little girl who was shot through the arm could not well be moved. She had two sisters, Rebecca and Louisa, one 7 and the other 5. They were ages 6 and 4, who seemed to be greatly attached to her. I persuaded John D. Lee not to separate them, but to let me have all 3 of them. This he finally agreed to, and the children stayed with me. I nursed the wounded child, though she had forever lost the use of her arm. The next day, Lee and the rest started up the trail with all the rest of the children in a wagon, and the Indians scattered off.
Wow.
All the people did it.
Here goes my
Here are these history of Mountain Meadow Massacre. It's kind of kill is that
one layer of the flat the train.
Leave them alone. Like, don't do anything stupid.
Uh-oh.
hey Olivia, you want Shannon to read this?
Yeah, I'll read it. You're good.
Thanks, Tom.
Accounts of the Arkansas Wagon Trail list 2 leaders, John T. Baker and Alexander Fancher. John Baker was a farmer and cattleman, described as a shrewd trader, a warm friend, and a bitter enemy. Him and his family lived along Crooked Creek, near the southern border of present-day Harrison, Arkansas.
Bless
In
you.
1857, Baker led a group of relatives, acquaintances, and others in a wagon caravan headed to California, where he and his son, John H. Baker, had previously spent some time. Took 138 cattle of fine stock, 9 yoke of oxen, 2 mules and a mare, 1 large ox wagon, guns, saddles, bridles, camp equipment, and provisions for himself and work cans. 3 of his adult children went with him. His wife Mary and the other children remained in Arkansas, planning to go west later. After he left Arkansas, he wrote his will. He acknowledged that he knew the uncertainty of life and the certainty of death, but not the time of his dissolution. He said, "First I will be at my death, my body a decent burial in the bosom of my earth mother, and my spirit to the God who gave it." Fancher was a farmer and a cattleman, and a veteran of the Black Hawk War in Illinois. In 1840, him and his wife moved with their children to Carroll County, Arkansas. So did his brother John and his family. In 1850, the 2 brothers and their families moved to Southern California. Soon after that, Alexander and his family returned to Arkansas. He obtained a land patent on Piney Creek in Carroll County and settled in southern Benton County, where he acquired more land and became a justice of the peace. Tradition suggested that Alex, like John T. Baker, recruited family members, neighbors, and perhaps others to go to California. He and Eliza and their 9 children set out on this adventure together. All the immigrants crossed the plains and went through the Rocky Mountains. They journeyed together from the Salt Lake City area southward through Utah Territory. In September 1857, the massacre cut their journey short and denied Baker's request for a decent burial. He was brutally murdered along with his 3 children who were with him, 1 grandchild, a son-in-law, and a daughter-in-law. Alex and Eliza were also murdered, as were 7 of their children. 3 Baker grandchildren and 2 children survived. 2 years later, they and 12 other surviving children were returned to the care of their relatives in Arkansas.
Wow. Cool. Wow. Wow.
Before they finally surrendered. And then once they rounded them all up, they killed them all.
Begin the
This is right where it happened.
Dead Mario, huh?
Mother Mary.
Huh?
Or that 1990.
I know
The
the
guy.
Oh, okay.
30.
I'm looking for
9.
Wow. 哇哦！哇哦！ All these people who die.
People who die. Mad trees.
Wow.
18 feet down.
35 children under age 17 or younger. Younger. Wow. Cool. Wow. Cool. This valley below here.
18.
Their family didn't get killed?
I think some of them stayed.
Wow. Hey, Alan.
All people.
Oh yeah, it takes you right. It puts you right to that flag.
Oh, cool. What about you?
18 feet
Wow. What?
After, one. Felt the the temple down and find
New foods.
the iron, found YouTube film. For the other, one.
The Salt Lake Temple thing.
Flower for E.
Yeah.
18. On the line. 18.
Women and children of Mario. Wow. Man and boys of Mario.
Who died? Now, left.
Hey, Alan. You ready? pal. Oh. Wow. It like a historic.
Well, that's fair. I feel like most girls in general.
Then spinning.
No, but she is like, but it's crazy like that she knows that without like really experimenting that much.
Yeah.
I think she learns when like a few things.
Yeah. Different. I don't know. I think you want to try it both ways, please. No. She'd be like, yeah, I don't like playing with that.
One other thing, Olivia, this is paved.
Oh yeah, which is much better. I know you like that more.
Yeah.
And he was like, haha, I got everyone! Haha. And Daddy's like, not me.
One had to done number.
Yeah, we're going to the next step.
Number 2?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
We're going number 2. Don't do that in the van.
New tooth down. Three, five, three, down.
Wow. Hose is the best option. I've learned. Like and subscribe.
Alex, come load up, buddy. Did you end your video, Steven?
And comment and meadow, and they knew watching.
Please subscribe, like, share, ring the bell. This is Steven. Peace out. Thank you for watching.
We can keep walking.
Oh, oh,
Part 3.
this.
Part 3.
Then more like a gravel and non high climb up hills, right? Hey Olivia, then non like climb up.
Yeah, it's just flat. Isn't that nice?
Yeah. Wow. This is a loop. That's like a loop. Olivia, that's like a loop.
Yeah, it is.
Mm. I'm going to turn the phone out. Good. Need and no. Don't get egg. Don't want to go Mappa too.
On the food land field.
You put a coin there?
Yeah.
Oh, good job.
Honor all the one who here.
Did one. Then
That's great. You can set it down.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, just set it right on there, Alex. Good job. Very nice of you. They
the
appreciate that.
people who die.
Oh my
E.T.
God. I do.
B.
But
Then
I don't know.
honor in the hood land in field. The in the dead and die
Yeah.
and die
Light
in
up hair.
on
These are
the
really
job the task that begin on and that 18 feet they are we are bent on plan and buying to pay them people really the father can to the another better matter matter to lie in unknown way let in peace and be good you are remembering.
Wow.
Yes, probably wrap them up right here.
Oh. Oh.
I know. Come back.
Wow.
Welcome to YouTube film.
This is the
and
Mappa 3 of 4 here.
part
Wow. This is no trail. Oblivion.
part
Oh, wow.
part
Look at that.
map.
Hold on, let's see if I can respond to this.
Never to be forgotten. The in memory of the immigrant man and boys from Oxford massacre in Mountain Meadows on September 11, 1857. Their lives were taken prematurely and lonely by modern military men. One of the most tragic episodes in Western American history, may we forever remember and honor those buried in this valley. May we not forget this country, but learn from the past.
1885 Wow. That's nice.
Oh, look, that also put a coin too.
Wow. Yeah, good job, guys. That's amazing.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, all the thing on the map here. Here. And like that, that's the last thing. Wow. 1, 2, 3, go. This Damon and Alex be here and the part 4 here. And honor remember, may we forever remember the children that learned to die there here on September 1837. They're part of the small